Buzz Williams thinks NCAA recruiting scandal has more shocking details yet to come. Charlotte, Virginia Tech men's basketball coach Buzz Williams' routine with the season approaching includes spending the majority of his time either at the school's athletic facilities or at his home. Other than those destinations, he allows himself a trip to Joe's Diner in Blacksburg, Virginia, during the rare instances when he's comfortable being seen in public. Williams indicated he hasn't been the recipient of any disapproving letters, but in light of the federal investigation alleging serious improprieties at a number of prominent programs, he also conceded his profession has taken a hit. "I haven't been out much unless it's been recruiting, but I would agree, stereotypically speaking, that the industry as a whole probably receives jaded looks," Williams said. "Anytime the FBI's involved, I'd say you're deserving of that. I do think that it's something that will be prevalent, because I think that there will continue to be more history revealed, and I anticipate it will be more shocking than what we know thus far." The fourth-year Hokies coach offered those remarks during Wednesday's ACC Men's Basketball Media Day, where his counterpart at Virginia, Tony Bennett, also spoke about being troubled by the findings from the FBI probe. Svrluga, after another NCAA basketball scandal, "Let's be honest, this is how college sports works." The investigation ultimately led to former Cardinals coach Rick Pitino losing his job. The Louisville Athletic Association Board of Directors voted unanimously earlier this month to dismiss Pitino, 19 days after school officials acknowledged the men's basketball program was under investigation. Pitino, who guided Louisville to the 2013 national championship, had been placed on administrative leave for his alleged involvement in diverting $100,000 to the family of an unnamed recruit. He also had been set to serve a 5-game suspension at the start of ACC competition this season based on an NCAA investigation implicating a former Cardinals operations director for hiring escorts intended for prospective and players. "The student athletes in my opinions are kind of the victims in this," Bennett said. "What we're producing in them, what message are they getting through this, whether money's exchanged in their hands, just seeing how this is. Okay, adults, agents, coaches, financial advisors are accountable for decisions, but these are young kids. Not saying they don't have a choice, but when you're that young and we're leading these kids down this path and leading them astray. Shame on us." The investigation has accused coaches at Auburn, Oklahoma State, Arizona and Southern California of accepting bribes in exchange for offering to steer players to preferred financial advisors, business managers and agents. At ACC Basketball Media Day, much of the focus is off the court. In addition, a high-ranking executive at Adidas and 2 associates are accused of arranging illicit payments for high school standouts and their families to secure athlete commitments to schools sponsored by the footwear and apparel giant. ACC Commissioner John Swofford announced the formation of task force to try to come up with solutions to potentially widespread rules violations. The task force will report its findings to an NCAA commission headed by Condoleezza Rice, who served as Secretary of State under President George W. Bush from 2005 to 2009. The chair of the ACC committee will be Craig Littlepage, the longtime athletic director at Virginia who is transitioning out of that position as incoming athletic director Carla Williams, introduced Monday in Charlottesville, gets acclimated. "I don't think there's one solution because there's not one problem. There's many problems," Bennett said. "I do think the game is still phenomenal. I think it's got to go through this now, and I think if we're wise in how we handle it, it will be better." Read more. "I'm anxious to get started," Carla Williams introduced as new Virginia athletic director. Rick Pitino sues Adidas for damaged reputation, emotional distress. Norman Chad, the reality of NCAA basketball is closer to blue chips than Hoosiers. College coaches know everything that goes on in their programs. Even